Imagine this: a man walks into the Soviet embassy in Washington, D.C., not with a gun or a bomb, but with a briefcase full of America's deepest secrets. On April 16, 1985, that man handed over the names of every CIA spy in the Soviet Union. In return, just $50,000. But that was just the beginning. Over the next 9 years, he would betray his country for over $2 million and cost the lives of at least 10 American agents. This is the story of Aldrich Ames, the CIA's worst traitor. The man who hid in plain sight for 22 years. Aldrich Hazel Ames was born on May 26, 1941, in River Falls, Wisconsin, the son of a CIA officer. His father worked for the agency, training new recruits in covert operations. Aldrich, that's what they called him, grew up in the shadows of espionage. He joined the CIA in 1962, right out of college. George Washington University. No fanfare, no heroes welcome. Just a quiet desk job in the Soviet East European Division. By the 1970s, Ames was a counterintelligence officer. His job: hunt Soviet spies inside America. He spoke fluent Russian, knew the KGB's tricks inside out. To his colleagues, he was the guy in the corner office. Mid-level salary, around $60,000 a year. Divorced once. Married to a Colombian woman named Maria del Rosario Casas de Pai. They met in Mexico City, where Ames was posted as a case officer. She worked at the embassy, a translator. But behind the scenes, Ames was struggling. Debts piling up. A lavish lifestyle he couldn't afford. Jaguar cars, country club memberships, a $500,000 home in Arlington, Virginia. No one suspected. Why would they? He was one of them. Fast forward to April 1985. Ames is back in DC, assigned to counter Soviet operations. He has access to everything: names of double agents, operational plans, technical secrets. But the debts, they're crushing him. Child support from his first marriage, Maria's shopping sprees. One night, Ames makes a decision. He later called it a scam to get money from the KGB. On April 16th, he walks into the Soviet embassy. No appointment, no fear. He hands over a note. I have information the Soviets will pay for. They bite immediately. In exchange for $50,000 cash, Ames gives them the names of 3 CIA assets inside the USSR. Assets he thinks are valueless. He's wrong, dead wrong. Just 2 months later, in June 1985, Ames meets a KGB handler in a DC park. This time, he brings a shopping bag stuffed with classified documents. Over 10 top-level CIA and FBI sources, identities, locations, everything. The KGB calls it the biggest intelligence haul in history. Ames, he gets another $300,000 wired to a Swiss bank. From there, it's a flop. Over 9 years, Ames betrays nearly every Soviet agent working for the CIA. Virtually all of them. He sells operational secrets, CIA plans to bug Soviet embassies, counterintelligence techniques. The cost? At least 10 American sources executed by the KGB, dozens more imprisoned. Over 100 operations crippled. And Ames lives like a king. Expensive suits, vacations in Europe, a Jaguar in the driveway. His bosses notice the lifestyle, but they blame it on good investments. Ames even jokes about it in meetings. No one digs deeper. By 1989, something's wrong at Langley. CIA sources in Moscow vanishing, one by one, arrested, executed. Panic sets in. A mole hunt begins. The FBI joins. Codename Brain. They profile suspects, polygraphs, financial audits. Ames takes the polygraphs, fails it twice, but the machine malfunctions. He explains his spending, wife's family money. They buy it. Then a break. In 1993, CIA analysts spot Ames' bank records. Billions flowing in. From untraceable sources. FBI tells him, watches him leave check marks on a DC mailbox. A dead drop signal for the KGB. They bug his house. Record meeting with his handler, Viktor Cherkashin. Ames bragging, I've given them everything. The net closes. February 21st, 1994. FBI agents knock on Ames' door in Arlington. He's in his pajamas. Maria's screaming in Spanish. They find $50,000 in cash, hidden in the walls. KGB codes in his computer. Ames pleads guilty. No trial, just a confession. I compromised virtually all Soviet agents known to me. He gets life in prison, no parole. Federal supermax in Terre Haute, Indiana. Maria, 5 years. Today, Ames is 84, still alive. His betrayal, the worst in CIA history. Until Robert Hansel in 2001. It exposed flaws in the agency, led to reforms, better vetting, more audits. But the lesson? The greatest threats often come from within. If this story chilled you, hit subscribe for more declassified tales. What spy operation should I cover next? Comment below. Thanks for watching. Stay curious and stay safe.